So you can see how one thing led to another.
And it still is. It's an ongoing developing story because we're still discovering things in the archives
Well,
and with family members.
we came to know that the information is out there, and we just have to find it. And when we had all of these first wonderful successes of finding the memoirs, finding the thousands of pages of documents in the French National Archives, well, we started doing more research, and we are doing it to this day. And that's why we have this wonderful new museum that we just opened about the biographies of the slaves and former slaves who lived here well into the 20th century. And so it gives you an insight into not only the people who lived in this house, but the people who lived outside the house on this farm.
So, and in that new exhibit, in that new museum, it's not just general information about slavery. It's fully developed biographies of people who were enslaved, how they lived through the Civil War, through emancipation, and how even some of the men went off to fight in the Union Army and then came back to live and work here.
Nothing works like telling a person's real life story. You know, how do you understand a documentary if you don't go into a person's life and say, I went through the Civil War and this is what I went through, or I went through the invasion, the D-Day invasion. And you, of course, you can see the bigger picture, but it's only when you tell the story of individual people, then you get the full impact. And that's what we're able to do here. That's what's amazing about this place. It's not a beautiful, elegant place, but we have the human drama that actually happened here. We take you to places where this happened at the well. This is where Laura met the former slave who had been branded. It happened in this house. It happened in this room. We can say that. And people love it because whether you're 6 years old or 66 years old, whether you're from Minneapolis or Miami or from Mozambique, when you come here and you hear the stories, you understand this is the human classic story. And we use the classic storytelling format in order to get it across to people. What we do here is not like what other places do and show you a house or
Objects
grounds and things. We say we bring you into the lives of these people, and when you leave, you will say, "Oh, it was like you see a movie like what's the thing about Private Ryan?
Saving Private Ryan.
You get into that whole story of the most important events of what happened to him there. That's what we do here. It's an eventful tour. You go from event and story and description of what people were going through at the time. And you leave, you will laugh, you will cry, you'll be exhausted, some people emotionally, but you will say, wow, that's what I know. I came to Louisiana and I saw Louisiana as I have never seen it before.
Thank you very much. So this is the first of
well,
our...
You can see I enjoy doing this.
Yeah, absolutely.
The story, I've been telling you, you've been hearing it for 25 years, but it's the same story. It never ends. It never changes much.
It never changes.
Well, it doesn't change a little much, but some things I can say on camera, but and some things I can't. But, you know, going through this process of discovery allowed us to say, wow, we have something here that people enjoy, and they did. They have been flocking here. As we walked up to the house today, we had to pass a group of 31 French speakers on a tour, and that's more than we like to take on a single tour. But, you know, people come because they've heard about it, and they love it too.
All right. Well, this is the first of our gallery talks, and we'll be doing more of them from the front gallery of Laura Plantation in Vacherie.